background to the change is be the change you want to see in the world. But as an organisation, we're what we would call a fourth sector organisation. If anyone's heard of that before. So how I describe that is there's a place for government, and government is about community, really. It could be a national government, it could be supranational organisations like the UN, it could be local government, whatever that is. These are communities of people. Next we have charity, and the idea of charity is that you have a cause. You maybe care about a particular, something like cancer as an example, or a local issue of importance. Maybe putting the railways in, as Eamon was explaining. Then next you would have the idea of business. So traditionally what business is an economic engine simply for, let's say, making money. And our aim is to try and combine all three of those, because unfortunately when government gets involved, things don't always move as quickly as we might like them to. I think there's lots of speakers who talk about the change they've made and how they're basically making a difference. When it comes to charity, generally sustainability can be a problem. How do you keep something going by simply getting philanthropic donations and going grant to grant or this to that, which can be a problem. So our hope is that the change can be supporting causes through bringing business models that then make them sustainable ongoing for a long time to come. So that's why we're involved, and Ross, thanks for coming this one. Appreciate it. Why we're involved today, I mean, over the course of time, we've had everything from good music. I'm going to try and do more of that next year if we can, because I think that was just a good crowd puller as much as anything. No matter how good a reader you are, music speaks to people, so I think that's important. But also we've had people who want to potentially come work with us on projects, or actually come and work in the organisation. We are genuinely working with people to make, I want to say, challenging topics different. I use things like coal as always the one I tend to tell people about. They wonder, how could an environmentalist, someone like me, work with coal companies? Well, solar panels are made from coal at the end of the day. And we all forget any item that's steel is made from coal. So if we're not going to look at this in an appropriate way and understand, unless we stop consuming, when we say steel, it's unlikely, we need to look at local sourcing, in my view. So we work with the last coal mine in Wales, as an example. And what we're looking, why? Well, when you bring coal in from China, from Colombia, from Siberia, the carbon footprint of the transport, 175 kilograms per ton. If we mine it locally, which we mightn't like the idea of, but if we did mine it locally, it's 4 kilograms per ton to do that. So the difference in us making things out of sight, out of mind, for all these years, from go back to 1999 European fishing policy, when we sent our ships really over to Africa, putting quotas in local harvesting, and then basically push that out over the world. And I think we have to be real going forward. This is our planet. It's the donut model that we were talked about at the very first talk. I mean, that matters, and we want to try and make that sustainable and real, no longer just imaginary. Yeah, we just say, yeah, let's protest about this. It's about real, valuable, true protest. And yeah. Why are we sponsoring Stendhal? Really, our organisation, based upon the concept, be the change you want to see in the world. Now, our expertise and skills are generally helping industry to decarbonize, things like that. We look at social policies and ways of improving health and such, but at the same time, we want to try and allow those who are inspired to make a difference to do that, and that's what this stage is about.